Hey there, welcome back to the channel. So CD PROJEKT RED has just dropped the new trailer for The Witcher 4 and I thought I'd jump in and do a little bit of a react video. But before we get to that, I wanted to have a quick look at the landing page and see what they're showing us on the website. So let's go take a look over to there right now. Okay, so here we can see that there's very little here other than some very nice wallpapers that they're showing. Then this very short blurb here which reads, The Witcher 4 is a single-player open-world RPG from CD PROJEKT RED. At the start of the new saga, players take on the role of Ciri, a professional monster slayer, and embark on a journey through a brutal, dark fantasy world. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, it aims to be the most immersive and ambitious open-world Witcher game to date. And I just wanted to break that down a little bit before we jumped in. Obviously, there's not a lot there to go on, but what I'm taking from this is that one, obviously Ciri is front and center for this game and we're going to be playing as her and learn a little bit more about her, where she finds her place in the world of The Witcher and what she's doing kind of post the events of The Witcher 3 and tutelage under Geralt. Number two, that Ciri has fully embraced life as a Witcher. They say specifically professional monster hunter, meaning she's doing this for coin as a profession, which tells us a little bit about her position and like political standing in the game, because politics obviously plays quite a big role in the Witcher series. And finally, the game is running on Unreal Engine 5, so regardless of your stance on this, I know there's been a few videos kind of criticising UE5 and some have gone as far as to say it's ruining games, you know, for setting performance standards out to the reach of entry-level platforms and machines and stuff like that. But the fact is the game's going to be built on that platform, so we need to kind of set our expectations for what UE5 kind of requires in terms of what it takes to run it, how you're going to have your quality settings set up and stuff. And on that note, let me know in the comments what you think about the Unreal Engine 5 and the state of game platforms and building situations down in the comments. And as a little extra, I looked at the forums from CD PROJEKT RED when they were releasing this and found that the cinematic trailer was made in cooperation with Platige Image. I hope I'm saying that right. And if you don't know who those guys are, I don't blame you, I had to look them up. They're a Polish 3D and CG art company specialising in VFX and game cinematics. I highly recommend checking out their showreel because it's pretty impressive. And now, I don't know if they worked on all of the cutscenes and cinematics for The Witcher 4. I just know that they seem to have worked on this cinematic release trailer. But if it's anything to go by, this trailer is an absolute banger, and if the rest of the game looks like this, then we are all in for at least a spectacular full movie supercut from whoever completes the game and captures all those cinematics and puts them in one place. Alright, so let's go check out this trailer.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkably young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Take the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Ye've an heart of gold. Ye've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling, sweeten. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny.
Alright, so there, just immediately, you know, before we take too much further, immediately for me, looks like there's a lot of parallels being drawn there between the opening sequence of The Witcher 3 and however they're opening this game. So, you know, you had Geralt in the bath, and they clearly have some sort of ritualistic cleansing going on here, or, you know, some bathhouse sort of deal. Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed. And secondly, I don't know if you guys saw, there was a little note there, cinematic trailer pre-rendered in Unreal Engine 5 on an unannounced NVIDIA RTX GPU. Okay, so we all know they're talking about 50 series there. That goes back to Unreal Engine 5. Is this game going to require some serious hardware to run? Are we going to be, you know, forced to upgrade systems just to play it? I don't know. Obviously, they want to put their best foot forward. Best way to show the game looking its best with all the eye candy switched on is to use the most powerful GPU at their disposal. But I think we need to keep that in mind a little bit. Also, I mean, this game looks spectacular.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods!
No! You chose her.
Yeah, okay, so say what you will about Unreal Engine 5, I mean, that looks really, really good. It's not photorealistic, and I don't think that's what they were going for, but like, you know, you may have issues with the nanite system, Lumen, you know, the performance implications, some of the, you know, texture popping I've heard about, but like just looking at that, you can't deny it's a system that makes very, very good looking games when the devs know what they're doing with it.
Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
Okay, that right there to me as well, that looked very, very much like it was based on the Witcher TV series. Like the colour palette and the way that forest scene looked. There was a scene, or a couple of scenes in the first season, I want to say, that looked very, very much like that. That could have been pulled straight from there. Now, there was some issues with the Witcher TV series, but I think it's cool that they're like, you know, in my opinion, they're giving a nod there to other media in the universe, and whether or not those bits of media are canon or whatnot, but that looked really nice. And also, I don't know if you noticed, let's pull it back a second, just here, before it cuts in, as it zooms in on her, see the way the trees here all kind of start bowing in into like a circle? That swirly kind of bokeh effect is very common in the in Netflix TV series. Anything funded or made by Netflix, they seem to have this leaning towards lenses and stuff that do this very effect. Now, I don't know whether it's enhanced in post or whether it's totally a post effect. So again, a nice little nod to the TV show, I think. Personally, for me, I think that may be what they're doing there.
Run!
Away with you, for your meddling kills us all.
One of us is chosen, and we enter.
The ritual works.
We're supposed to come back.
Wow, okay, yeah, that looks great. A couple things I noticed there. I want to just pull it back and double check something. We got a little close up on Ciri's pendant there, humming, as noticed. We can get a close up on that again.
To shelter! To your father!
I think we get another shot of it. Let's see, just before she takes the potion, which I assume is Cat. Right there. I don't think that's a wolf school pendant. It kind of looks to me like a lynx. So although she looks like she's wearing Geralt's original armour that you see in the opening to the third game, the Wild Hunt, I wonder if she went down the path of cat school techniques. You know, I don't know. I'm not super familiar with all the lore. In fact, I haven't even finished the Witcher 3 yet. So pound me for that in the comments. It's on my list. So I'm not entirely sure how that game ends, so no spoilers. But that doesn't look, to me, like a wolf school pendant. I think that could be a lynx or cat school type thing, which I think would fit Ciri's build better.
cannot change anything!
Obviously this is a game cinematic, but I would like to think that maybe in this iteration of the game they've already said it's going to be the most ambitious. I wonder are we going to be able to have more like free flow combos and more coherent magic abilities in combat? So in The Witcher, it took the very late game you were able to unlock things like Rend and Whirl, where you could kind of throw combos together, but they were essentially just holding a button. I wonder if with this we're going to see more like combat mechanics where you can chain combos together and throw magic in with those combos, and you know, make the combat a little bit more action oriented. Now that's cool. I don't know, again, that doesn't look like a technique I remember from The Witcher as I've played it so far. I know that Yarden, I think it is, has like electrical effects, stun effects, area effects, things like that, which has a very telltale purple hue. Ciri there seemed to draw the energy out of the water flowing by and then perform this electrical enhanced art, maybe, I don't know. Again, that could be more leaning into some abilities that she has we haven't seen yet, or that like are a blending of her abilities from previous games in with this new one. So I thought that was pretty neat, pretty interesting. Oh yes, Grappling Hook. Name a game, any game that isn't improved by a grappling hook when it's implemented right, and I think a game like this could really, it could do well with a grappling hook. Like you think about games like Monster Hunter and Dragon's Dogma, they had mechanics where you could scale enemies, larger enemies like maybe a griffin or a chort in The Witcher. I think a grappling hook would be a really neat way of, like, you know, jumping on top of an enemy, getting hold of it, combo kind of idea. Are we going to be able to chain magic abilities and the grappling hook if we get a grappling hook in the game?
She wants to go to the woods. The chosen one. It's tradition.
Now I don't know, I could be reading into that a little bit too much, but this is obviously, the choice aspect has been a huge part of the Witcher franchise. You know, having things you do in game matter down the line and changing how the game plays out in different cinematics. I wonder if they're trying to hint there that that is unchanged.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods, to go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
Alright, so that's The Witcher 4's cinematic trailer. That's all the information I have about it. Maybe I've gone out on a limb on some of those ideas, a bit of a stretch. Everything is obviously, it's all total conjecture, speculation, nothing here is confirmed. And I thought it looked incredible. I'm really looking forward to playing as Ciri. She got quite a lot of screen time in the previous game, and you got to play as her a little bit and got a bit of a idea of what she's like. I think this could be a really interesting character development stage where we see her post Geralt and she's now a fully fledged Witcher. She's doing things for money. I'm going to round it out here. So, did you spot any Easter eggs or secrets hidden in the trailer that I missed? Obviously, I am not the most researched into this. I don't know a whole lot. I haven't even finished the third game. Let me know down in the comments what you saw, what you're looking forward to, and if any of the things I've mentioned here resonate with you, or if you think I'm totally wrong, burn me down in the comments. Let's see you there. Alright, catch you later.